Hi, my name is Maria Calauti. I'm coming of the Grand Chic Italia School of Fashion. I'm coming to you today to show you how to do a pants front draft. It's very simple, and the fit, as you can see, the fit is very good. They fit beautifully, they feel beautifully. There's a nice hang, there's a nice straight, both front and back. They fit very, very nicely, and they feel as though you're wearing nothing. Very, very comfortable. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It won't be very long because it's not very complicated. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Have a good day. Okay, so here we are. We're going to start our pants draft. So the first thing you need are the measurements. You need the half waist, the half hip, the inseam, and the crotch all the way around, plus the half knee and the half thigh, just to double check and make sure you have enough room for your legs. So we're going to start by using, and I record all of those on my measurement chart. As you can see, there's the half waist, half hip, half knee, inseam, crotch, and outseam, and the half thigh is the only one that's missing from this chart. The outseam I use only as a secondary checking point. All right. So I'm using, when you're using the squares, you're going to use the white square with the pants side up, and you're going to be using the half hip measurement. In this case, the half hip is 52. So I will be marking off 52 on scale 1, scale 2, scale 3, and scale 4. I'll explain these as I go along. All right, so here's the first step that you're going to do. First step, you're going to create the basic block. Okay? And you're going to do that by doing this. You're going to draw a right angle, and you're going to mark off 52 on scale 1, 52 on scale 2, 52 on scale 3, and 52 on scale 4. Scale 2 represents the pressing line. That is the line directly in front of the thigh and the leg that you press, hence the pressing line. And that gets drawn all the way down to the hemline. That is actually the only line that gets drawn down to the hemline. Okay, this is scale 3. This represents the center front, and it's just that, the center front. Now I draw a right angle by anchoring the square right on that line. This is scale 4. It represents the crotch point where the front and back pants meet, that create that negative space inside that provides room for the crotch. Now I'm going to draw the cross line, the crotch height, which is scale 1. And there you have your very first basic square. From there, I'm going to find the knee position. The knee position is found from measuring halfway between the crotch point and the inseam, the end of the inseam being 71. So if you look up, there's 71, and the little numbers up above are the half measurement. So I'm going to go to 35 and a half. So 35 and a half, 35.5. That is the knee position. However, the pants are not drafted right down to the knee position because they would be too tight. So you have to go up 5 to 10 centimeters depending on how the flare, if you want a flare on your pants, how tight you want the thigh, the style, the fashion. Fashion dictates that mostly, and comfort. So I went up 10 centimeters from the half knee. So that is, or from the knee position, that is going to be my half knee. So I'm going to draw a perpendicular line this way and finish drawing it so I know that it's perfectly perpendicular. finish drawing it on the other side. Now my half knee is 22, so I'm going to go with 11 and 11 on either side of the pressing line. You divide the half knee into half again. And now at the hemline, I am going to make another perpendicular line like so, and I'm going to add my hemline. My hemline is going to be 1 centimeter larger than the half knee, so it's going to be 12 and 12. Okay? I'm going to connect these dots.
What are you drawing?
I'm going to connect these dots right here. Okay? So that is the bottom part of my leg. Now I have to find the, I'm going to find the hip. The hip line is 8 centimeters above the crotch point at the center front and 8 centimeters above the crotch point at the side seam. The actual center front is found by measuring in 1 centimeter and down 1 centimeter. Okay? And that point is connected to the hip, like so. Now the other thing, to find the curve in here, there's a specific method of doing that. So you're going to measure 2 centimeters, and then you're going to measure from the 2 centimeter point out to the crotch point, and to find the exact spot. So this happens to be 3 centimeters, so I'm going to measure 1.5. So that's the halfway point. I'm going to take my French curve. I'm going to anchor it at this point here, which is one of the first points drawn. I'm going to anchor it at the hip line, and I'm going to anchor it at the crotch point and draw it like so. Then I'm going to take my square and I'm going to connect the knee to the crotch point, just in a straight line. This is only a guideline, but I'm going to finish it off with the French curve because our bodies are curved. They are not straight. They're not angular. So there I just finished my inseam right there. So that is done. Now I'm going to finish off the outside of my leg, and I'm going to find the waist. The waist is here, but that waist would be too big. Now the half waist is 46, so I'm going to take the half waist and I'm going to divide it by 2. It equals 23, because this is a quarter of the pattern, so half of the half. It's just a little easier to figure that way. So half of the half is 23 centimeters. I'm going to put the 23 centimeter at that center front point where I measure down 1 and in 1, or in 1 and down 1. And I'm going to let it land where it lands on this line. And it happens to land right there. Then I'm going to take, and I can use either this square or this angle, and I'll get the same result. So I'm going to do this. Whoops, sorry, that moved on me. So there you have your hip line, and this would be very similar to that curve right there. Now I'm going to connect the dots and finish off my pants front. There is your pants front. So again, we have the scale 1, which is the crotch height. Pressing line. Center front and crotch point. This is the half knee. as well as the knee position. And this is the hem. This is 11 centimeters. This is 12. Okay? Now we're on to the pants back.